If you figure, say all the land we have in Clark County is the size of the Strip, that's about 86 square miles, going from Mandalay up to the Strat.
Sure.
The amount of land that we actually have to build on ourselves is not owned by the federal government. It would basically be from Mandalay up to the Aria.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Okay, so now there's another topic that Patrick and I have touched on, and we've been talking about it, and I know Patrick writes about this in the RJ, and that's the BLM. It is about land, and about land here, particularly here in southern Nevada. The federal government owns 86% of our county.
That's correct.
And it takes forever to get them to decide to let us have some to develop.
About 5 years from what I've heard from some developers.
5 years. And the issue we have right now is affordability. And cost of housing is dependent upon the basic economics, supply and demand. And we just don't have enough supply. And we need them to help. And I don't know what we can, is there anything we can do? I mean, I know they keep talking about doing stuff. Is there anything you think that we can do to help them to expedite these things? Or
well, you did I mention you Utah's Attorney General? Have you read up about that, or maybe he can run with that one?
Yeah, please.
Oh, well, Utah's filed a lawsuit that they want better. My remembrance of it, they want more control over the federal lands are located within their state, so they can dispose of it as they see fit.
Okay.
I don't know. It's one of those things that depends on sort of what district court judge you get, and then what appellate branch you go up through, and then how the Supreme Court takes a view of it. But it's a potentially compelling case. I mean, the federal government owns 650 million acres in the U.S. It's incredible. I mean, they're by far the biggest landowner.
Well, yeah. I mean, and they should be. I mean, I wouldn't begrudge them that.
Yeah.
I mean, I say, okay, yeah, you guys, you own, but know that there's a time when you need to start unloading some of it when the population needs it. I mean, they need it. We need more entry-level housing here, particularly. I mean, I can't speak for other markets. I can say for Southern Nevada, we need entry-level housing in the worst possible way because I want housing to be affordable for people as opposed to what may be happening otherwise right now.
Yeah. I think the best way to think about this is I did this morning, so let's see if my math is correct. If you figure, say all the land we have in Clark County is the size of the Strip, that's about 86 square miles, going from Mandalay up to the Strat.
Sure.
The amount of land that we actually have to build on ourselves is not owned by the federal government. It would basically be from Mandalay up to the Aria.
Wow.
That's how limited our amount of land is.
Oh my goodness.
So, and not all that land is perfectly suitable for building.
No, I mean, we're not going to build on top of these
be.
mountains and such. You know, we're not going to do that.
Well, if you look down towards Henderson, they're starting to do that, put a sky and stuff.
Indeed.
But
digging
those
into
but those are very high income houses. They're targeted towards a certain market.
Right.
You can't make it pencil in if you're trying to build affordable units with those high land costs.
What about, I mean, what is there opportunity for redevelopment here? Are there areas of the valley that we should be looking at that maybe just are underutilized right now, do you think? Is that something that developers could... There's not much there, is there? I don't know.
There might be. There's definitely room for infill development, but one of the problems is the zoning there to do it. What's the process to get the zoning? And then even that, you have the potential issues with NIMBYism where people may not want a building there, or they may like it as it is. And there's a lot of room for pushback. All housing is local, but housing market is like a regional level thing. And
Indeed.
That's really tricky because Henderson, North Las Vegas, they may all say we want more units, but they just may not want them in their backyard.
Yeah, and the type is very important to them.
Very important.
That's the thing.